Hey guys, it's Sam Cherian and welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on exactly where we left off with Arcade Spirits. Well, full disclosure, I am continuing immediately after the last video because I really like this game. I really like this game. I'm finding it way more interesting than I thought I did. Thought I would. And so we're going to continue and I don't know, I'm really into it. Let's get into it. So, well, actually we're a few hours from closing time, so oh, I missed the first, so well, okay. I know what I can click. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done. But, you know. Okay. I'm so at peace, in fact, I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad first day so far. Been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. Dude, uncool. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handled yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board. Above board?
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Dude, I'm not a dog. I'm not a puppy. Francine hasn't fired them yet, right? Yet? An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering. Hi, Ashley.
Ooh.
Sam Chin's off to a great start. Here's to your first day being followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for a Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Oh, I love all of them. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me, I've come to expect the worst generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my co-workers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game for a bit? Speak for yourself, I've still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on! Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard! Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. Aww. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. Oh, I kind of want to see the pinball tournament.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a good face. That's also not good faces. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. That's very young. 5-year-olds? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide, trembling, throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on the pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom! The end is nigh!
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Damn, lady. You sure you're not a sadist? Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take the ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Samchian, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... I love this art. They look adorable. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors. That's what I call them. Bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee, Teo, and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise. Always 3. And Samchian, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Ooh, nice. Okay, so 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. Ooh. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. Oh. Okay, I want to deal with this one first because there's no attendees at this one. At least with the others, there's like people who work here there so they can chill it while I handle this. The sounds of hardship call to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on. Stat! As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowarding boy.
I didn't.
I didn't. Admit it. I know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens into your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest, beyond sweet Josh that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help, or I could try to solve this by myself. Let's see if Teo saw something. It's always good to get help because they may have seen something you didn't, because it said it's right next to it. Teo was right next to the action when it went down. I decide to check with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get this all settled. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm going to give you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up. Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks past us right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He actually slumps in the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points at the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shifts, so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left-handed game? Right? It's obviously the right one, right? Correct? Of course not, fool! It's the left one!
Exactly.
Samchian is correct. What? Preposterous! See? These import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. It happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. I gave Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at their boy now. That's not how these types of customers work, sugar. How dare you imply that my precious Josh was wrong? Hey Josh, you want to say something here? You're looking a little guilty there, pal. I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh! Josh, get over here! We are leaving this horrible arcade. Right now! Oh well, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore. And frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
There's just no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. It's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly. Eyes glazed over as he looked into the distance. I hadn't seen Teo act like this before. He just looks so upset. I wonder if I should check in with him. You alright, man? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It seems like he really can empathize with this kid. Hey, everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminded me of how I'd get treated by teachers, notably. I'd space out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals for it to just assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
It really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? Like, I like to treat people with respect. even when they're in the wrong. Like you just saw now, with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know. Shows you've got respect too. And empathy. You're a kind person, Samchian. But I'm not that important. Should make sure that boy's safe and
Catch
sound.
you later.
I'm headed back to Showtime Stage. Holler if you need anything. I give a quick wave to Teo as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kids still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. Are you gonna be alright? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid just came out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. It's alright, kid. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached you and you started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his t-shirt. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone. I don't think she's gonna ever come back. The boy's cheeks, still streaked with tears, let a smile spread across his face. Oh, that's cute! Aw, you got a little cutie. Thank you, and tell the nice man for sticking up for me too. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right. That's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Okay. I do not know. Two kids fighting over a box of cupcakes. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets. Aww. I can't say no to a crying girl, man. Like, a little sweet girl, she's crying. Aww. No. Come on, man. Can't. It's shit's stolen, too. That's not cool. I weave my way through waves of children towards the skee ball machines. Trademark. Also, sorry girls, you're probably going to get cupcakes on you. One little girl sitting at the end of a skee ball ramp, crying. No parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. That is a very adorable shirt. And you are a very adorable looking girl. Except for the sad face. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing with that lawsuit, with lawsuit happy parents lurking over by the vending machines, ignoring their kids, but floor attendant Samchian decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Samchian, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses as she looks up at me. I lost my tickets! Someone stole them from me! I played and played. I won a bunch of them, but then someone put them down. I was talking to a friend, and now they're gone! I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them on skee ball. Trademark. And my tickets are all gone now. Wah! Easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Although I've got no clue how to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime? Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area, based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Give the kids some replacement tokens. No, because you don't want to encourage bad behavior. If you let it happen, it'll continue to happen. Maybe Percy saw something, could deal with this quietly. No, because he's too busy looking at his machine. He's probably still playing Moopy. So we have to go with Gavin. Nope, not gonna mess around with this one. A theft is serious business. It starts with tickets, ends with cars. Wait right here, okay, kid? I'll go get help. We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. Okay. I duck through the crowd, weaving my way back to the ticket desk. Hey, Gavin, that girl over there? Boy with the red hair currently playing Frogger. He took her tickets when she wasn't looking. Wait, you saw?
Certainly.
Of course. What of it? Wait, you knew and didn't do anything to help? Hang on a minute. You saw this kid take the tickets? Yes, and you didn't do anything at all about it. First, I'm tied down to the desk. It's all hands on deck, Samchian. Nobody out of position, not even for a minute. Second, confronting the boy won't do any good. He'll clam up and refuse to ever admit wrongdoing. And the parents can be twice as immature, I've found. Right now, I just want to keep the peace. One girl crying is less of a disturbance than a boy throwing a tantrum. Not wrong, but it's still not okay. And it's not okay for our arcade to have that kind of reputation. The way he stands there so stoic and uncaring while that girl in pink just sobs, it's not right. I mean, seriously, it's not right. But he's my boss. How hard do I want to push this? All the way! No. This one seems a little bit too intense. Like, don't cause more problems. Gavin have a heart. What makes her sadness less important than that boy's potential tantrum? This is a good one, actually. Yes. Come on, Gavin. So you'll let one customer feel like crap just to avoid another customer having to maybe feel like crap? A thief, may I add? There's keeping the peace and there's allowing suffering just because it's the path of least resistance. We're losing a customer today regardless. I'd rather not break a little girl's heart to do it and let a bully learn he can do what he wants. At first, it looks like he's going to chew me out for standing up to him, but... You think me a monster?
I hadn't intended.
Of course I feel bad about this. I feel bad for her, and he shouldn't get away with it. I'm just trying to protect the arcade as a whole. Then do it. Protect the arcade by protecting the gamers and their dreams. He sighs, like a stress release valve yawning, open and close.
Indeed.
You're right, of course.
Apologies.
Focusing on the big picture does tend to leave me apathetic to each individual brushstroke. My apologies, Samchian. I'm lucky I had you to put me back on track. Your predecessor wouldn't have stood up to me like this and shown me how wrong I was. Well, I'm not gonna get fired there, right? I didn't think about it. Now let's sort this out properly. I wasn't thinking, oh, I don't want to get fired. I was thinking, justice! So thank you. Gavin walks right up to the kid who's busy hopping a frog around in traffic. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't mind seeing this kid go play in traffic myself. That's a bit much. Boy. Reference. What do you want? Can't help but notice that roll of tickets in your pocket. Big winner, are you? The biggest! Got 'em all playing, that spinny color game over there, see? Really? It's funny. See, I own that game. May I see your roll, please? I don't want to show you. Well, I can see the end poking out of your pocket there, and I see the serial number on the ticket starts with a 1. Which is interesting, because the roll I loaded into the color spinner started with a 2.
I think not.
Meaning those tickets were won playing skee-ball, trademark, specifically by that girl over there. And you took them. You're a liar! Leave me alone! I'll yell for my mom!
Seriously?
Do you really want to risk having your mom believe me instead of you? Instead, how about you give me the tickets and walk away? At first, the kid looks like he's gonna shriek bloody murder, but a few nervous glances at his mother, busy munching chips by the vending machine, changed his mind. Take him! I don't want him anyway! He angrily stomps away, presumably to go play some other game on the other side of the arcade.
Yay!
You did it! You found my tickets! The girl actually hugs me. Well, hugs my leg anyway. Aww. Aww. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
You're hugged. Aww. Okay. That's alright. Thank you so much. Thanks and thanks. Now then, let's get your prize. What is it you wanted? Crayons! Those we have. Samchian, I'll take it from here. Oh! Ah! That's a fuzzy, happy feeling right there. It is! Yeah. Hopefully that kid learned something too. Don't steal, man. But no time to rest on my laurels. I've got other arcade dreams to defend. 2 problems in the can. Now, to deal with that cupcake problem. Uh-oh. Too late. The vintage Midway trademark cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up. It's covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume's gonna need dry cleaning too. I shoot them a helpless look and shrug. Hey, Samchian. Kinda wish it was pink icing, then nobody would notice. Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't quick enough. You still helped out. I saw you with those other kids. You're a natural. I think those things are winding down. Anyway, why not take a break? And then I'll swap off with you and take a break myself afterwards. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right. I need to step away from this craziness, even if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. Peace. What a day. Quirky co-workers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside down kid. Huh. Oh, wait. I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi, and you are? Mikey? Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Samchian. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employees only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay. But you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the person who solves problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Don't you want to play with your friends? He gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a
I don't
kindergartner.
got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? God, kid, I've been there. That is rough. Still, I should have busted him there and then. Brought him back to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. But I'm not an asshole! Alright, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. Holy crap! I forgot my character was. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mum and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped, hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do, without really being sad over it.
That sounds so sad. You weren't sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Samchian out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Samchian would have needed. You know, your mommy loves you, Mikey. That's why she loves you very, very much. When I was a kid, I was mad at my parents for moving all the time. Taking different jobs, it made things very hard for me. But now that I'm older, I know they were working hard because they loved me. They wanted the best for me, and were doing their best to get it. Life can be hard. Sometimes it's just no fun. But there's one thing that's always there. Love. They love you. He shoots me a doubting look. One of those little doubting looks where they don't want to outright call something a lie but can't quite swallow it. Mikey, if your mum was sad, what would you do to make her happy? I mean, if you had to go to school an extra 2 hours a day, would you do it? Guess. That's what she's doing. She's working very hard because she wants to make you happy. I'm not happy being alone or moving all the time. Neither is she. But she knows if she works hard, one day you won't be alone. You won't be moving all the time. I was the new kid, remember? But now I have a home with my best friend and a good job. I work in an arcade. How cool is that? It wasn't easy, and my parents were often sad. I was often sad. But we pulled through, and so will you. Just remember, she loves you, and you love her. That'll get you through the sad times. Huh. It's not a great answer. It doesn't solve the problem. But it does make things a little easier on Mikey. From his long sigh, I can feel him releasing his sadness, before offering a little smile. Not a big goofy grin. Not the high of happiness. Just simple understanding. I love Mommy. It's sad, a lot, but I know it's not always sad. And even if she left me here, I know she's coming back. Hey, you know what? you've still got some time to enjoy the party. Even if you don't want to talk to the other kids, there's a lot of games you can play. And hey, maybe you'll get to know someone while playing a game. Arcades are great for that. I'm sure a lot of them have sad times too, and they could use someone to play with, someone who understands.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to play the skee-ball games. I'll spot you a few tokens. Let's get you rolling. I take his hand to lead him out to the main room. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself a long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. I couldn't afford them. And they couldn't take time off work. The whole Butts family had to learn to settle. To accept the lot in life we'd been dealt. To simply go with the flow. Never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years. One of the few stable times in my life. But she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep. Samchian! My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you, silly! I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited co-workers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I try to be! Oh gosh, I thought that the game had decided to freeze up. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna do a sweet save. Nope. And I'm gonna leave that one there. That was a lot. That was an emotional roller coaster of like, woo. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play as much as I am. And if you are, please leave a like. Feel free to comment below as well if you want to, letting me know things like who your favorite character is, or if this relates life experience-wise or anything. Or heck, even if you just miss arcades yourself. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, because we are out of time. I'm sorry this one went so long, but it's been really good. So don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!